His morning crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
A college education is supposed to prepare a graduate for their future, not rob them of their paycheck and freedom for decades. But the majority of graduates walk away with a whopping student loan debt, like $35,000, and no clue as to what it will cost them. Anthony Oneal is the author of the new book, Debt-Free Degree, the step-by-step guide to getting your kid through college without student loans. Thank you for joining us, Anthony.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for having me on. It's been a true long week, and I'm excited to end it on the radio with you all.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, I know you grew up in Fayetteville, and you say it was your junior year in high school when you realized you'd been focusing all of your efforts on graduation when your goal should have been getting into college. What do you mean by that?
You know, I was just being the typical young kid, just having a good time in high school. Freshman year, I just completely had a ball. Sophomore year, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Junior year, I'm like, all right, I just need to get ready to graduate from high school. But I really wasn't thinking about what's next after high school. I wasn't thinking about college. I wasn't thinking about the military. I was just thinking about graduating and being this grown man. But then life hit me. You know, I'm sitting in a high school assembly, and a junior college guy comes in and says, if you haven't started preparing for your future and for college, you're late. And I remember going home, having that conversation with my parents, and we both were devastated and was like, what are we going to do?
So Anthony Oneal's along with us this morning. He's very open about, okay, you ready for this? Getting kicked out of college, and in just 2 years, Anthony, $35,000 in debt. How in the world does that happen?
Oh, man, it's easy. I did not have the financial education at all taught to me in high school. So when I graduated and did go off to college, man, I'm trying to impress my friends, impress everyone around me. I put $15,000 on the credit card, $10,000 on the furniture bill, errand sales and lease. Then I took out $10,000 student loans when I didn't even need them, man, because my father had the GI Bill from Fort Bragg there in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I had an NFL National Forensics League debate scholarship. So school was paid for. I just wanted to fund my lifestyle. So $35,000 in debt, made some bad choices in school. Grades were horrible and got kicked out. And when I got kicked out, I had all this debt. And my parents said, since you've made this decision, we're going to have to give you some tough love and you can't come home. And so I'm homeless at the age of 19, sleeping in the back of my car in a Walmart parking lot.
It's incredible to see how God has transformed your life and really used that story to help so many other people. And we're talking about your new book, Debt-Free Degree, the step-by-step guide to getting your kid through college without student loans. I'm kind of wondering, as a parent, are students open to this message that it's possible to graduate without debt?
Oh, man, you know, I think students are so happy about this message because they understand it's their future. I think it's the parents, the counselors that are like confused a little bit, like, hey, can you go to college? Can my son go to college debt free? What I'm seeing here today is that young people are graduating college with about $35,000 in debt. A fifth of those will graduate about $100,000 in debt. And they're not starting home. They're not buying homes. They're not helping out the economy. They're not getting married. They're not having kids. They're having to go home and settle for any kind of job just to start paying back their student loans and their consumer debt that they accumulated while they was in school. And so as I'm out here spreading the message, especially over the last 2 weeks at all of my book signings, I've seen young people from 10 years old all the way up to 2021 saying, how do I do this? I want this book for myself because I do not want to graduate with any debt. So they're excited about this message.
It's Anthony Oneal. The book is Debt-Free Degree. Now, in the book, we read that almost 80% of millionaires did not attend a prestigious private college. Anthony, what does that say to you?
I mean, it says a lot. You know, that's coming from my good friend Chris Hogan when he wrote the book Everyday Millionaire. And what we found is that 80% of the individuals who actually are millionaires did not go to a prestigious college. They didn't go to Harvard or Yale. A lot of them started off at a junior college. A lot of them went to a trade school. A lot of them went to in-state schools. So what I'm simply saying is 2 + 2 is 4. If you're smart, you're smart. Where you start and where you finish is not a big deal. The fact is, did you start and did you finish with no debt? Do you have the education? That's the key thing.
Ideally, what age should parents start talking to their kids about this?
In my book, I start at the age of seventh grade, but I recommend that every young person and every parent that has a child right now start having the money conversation as soon as they can talk, as soon as they can walk. But when it comes to college, we need to start having that college conversation as early as in the middle school. And in my book, Debt Free Degree, I give them examples and ways on how to start the communication. So that way, by the time they get to the ninth grade year, the high school year, we can start the practical stuff on what they need to be doing with the grades, classes, ACT, SAT, volunteer programs, college resume. I give all that practical stuff through the 9th through the 12th grade.
Anthony Oneal, Debt Free Degree. That is the book. If you missed any of this time with Anthony, be sure to go to our website or Apple TV, Roku. We'll have this available for you so that you can share it with a student that's in your life. That's at hisradio.com as well. And we're giving away this book.
Yeah, all you need to do is text the word college to 800-447-7234. We've got several copies to give away. So text the word college right now.